Dear viewers, today we discuss about our second part of Element 2 NIBOSH International General Certification in Health and Safety IGC 1, where I already uploaded the first part of Element 2, how health and safety management system work and what they look like. Now I am going to start my second part of Element 2. In that part we discuss about organization roles and responsibilities. In this part I outline chain command of health and safety management system, identify the roles and responsibility of a staff specific to them, usually include organization chart related to health and safety. So we follow the charts and step by step to command the health and safety management system from top organization to the bottom of the organization. These are the lines of communication, and for improvement it also a feedback. So we go through these parts quickly. Move towards next slide. Here is a chart. It is an organizational chart. We discuss the roles and responsibilities within the organization. The main member of this, the managing director, and manager director is also give consultation and take consultation from the health and safety advisor. From the top of the management there is a managing director, and further that managing director have 5 to 4 directors, which each director have different functionality in their areas. So further these directors are communicate with managers. So managing director communicate with directors, and directors communicate with managers, and furthermore the managers are communicate with supervisor, and supervisor are communicate with employees. So there is no system where managing director directly consulted with the employees or bottom organization. So these is the organizational roles and responsibilities chart. In that chart these are the systematic process to communicate from top of the organization to the bottom of the organization. So if the top of organization set the aims and objective of the organization with health and safety management system, so all the industry or organization do work very well with health and safety management system. So next we move towards our next slide, in which we define roles and responsibilities of every person in the organization. So the CEO, some organization have CEO or some organization have managing director, ultimate responsible for accountability. Managing director is ultimate responsible or accountable. Furthermore there is a management responsible for day-to-day arrangements or day-to-day management, day-to-day activities performance. And furthermore all employees responsible for acting safe every time. So employees have duty to respond every action with health and safety management system. So there are some competent person like health and safety practitioner or fire aiders or fire marshals to control fire or any type of incident happen. There is a first aid. So these are the competent persons within the organization. So these persons involved, and there are the duties of these persons to organize health and safety management system. Some specialists such as I elaborated you previously, there are some practitioners responsible for providing advice to support health and safety management system, like health and safety advisor, the only person in the whole organization which give advices on health and safety management system. So next we give more detailed arrangements, go towards the more detailed arrangements of every section. Carrying out risk assessment, arrangements क्यों किए जाते हैं, why we need arrangements to carry out risk assessment in the organization, for information, for training with the organization, for near miss reporting, accidental reporting, investigation if anything accidents happen in organization. So arrangements are made for consultation. These are all the topics which we need arrangements to elaborate to make health and safe system in within the organization. So welfare facilities, so provide provision of health and safety, water equipments and shelter. These are all the arrangements need in the health and safety management system. First aid provision is also arrangement. Fire safety system, fire prevention system, emergency procedure within the organization or compliance. If these all steps are made, then further we need to monitor or compliance with the health and safety management system, including auditing that could be within the organization or out of the organization, third party certification. So next we move towards our next topic, some of the specific arrangement. Previously we discussed general arrangement. These are all the general arrangements. Now we are moving towards some specific arrangements within the organization that could be also need in some situations. When some worker are lone working condition, so we also need arrangements. When some pregnant women or inexperienced person working in a lone working or working in outside from reach of the other persons, so need arrangement for the lone working work. Or some part of the process where is a noise exposure for the machinery is making very much noise, so there is also arrangement within the organization. Also there is some equipment have heavy vibrations, so we need to control this to make arrangements of these problems. Some have toxic materials and some control of crowd. If there is a more crowd, we need to into minimum crowd in the vacancy or within the organization. Or we also control transportational risk and waste disposal. These all type of hazard or risk involved in an organization need to be made arrangements. So we have to control these risks and problems. Furthermore, we discuss reviewing policy. Why we need to review policy, where we will need to change in policy, after what time we need to change policy. This question is very much asked. So in that situation, policy need to be changed when some kind of key personnel, some kind of damage to the machinery or part, or some kind of major disaster within the organization. Majorly the word change comes from reviewing policy. When there is a change within the organization, we need to review that policy. When there is some process change, when there is some technology change, when there is some legislation changes within the organization, we need to review our policy monthly or yearly. So reviewing policy is very much critical part. Mostly industries review policy annually, so it is not casual practice. We need to review policy when there is some kind of change. The word change comes, you need when there is some kind of change within the organization, you need to have review in the policy. Now these are the end of part 2. Now we conclude and summarize our whole part element 2 of occupational health and safety management system. Now go towards summary of an organization. In that part we look at the ILO OSH 2001 occupational health and safety management system. In that part we discuss about policy, we discuss about organization, we discuss about planning and implementation, evaluation, action for improvement and audit. These are the 6 parts of ILO OSH occupational health and safety management system 2001. So we discuss these parts. Furthermore, we discuss about outlines of ISO International Standardized Organization 45001 Safe Management System. In that we discuss about organization leadership, worker participation, planning, support, operation, performing evaluation and improvement. Furthermore, we discuss about some policy of an organization, the documents required for the policy, and responsibility achieving the aims and objectives of the organization. Also explain policy usually expressed by three parts: general statement of intent. It includes three parts, and any organization have policy include three parts: general statement of intent and organizational section, and number third are arrangement that we discussed today. I also noted that policies have been reviewed in order to stay current and relevant. So no, it is not a rigid document, it is a live document that could be changed annually, monthly, or after 6 months. The reviewing must be periodically and in response to change. When there is some disaster or anything that have disastrous happen to the organization, so we need to review our policy and set our aims and objective to make the organization safe health and safety management system. That's all for today. If you like my video, so subscribe my channel and keep updating. I will keep updating my videos related to health and safety management system topics. Take care. Allah Hafiz.